I'm Rochelle, and welcome back to Connecting Cultures YouTube channel.
We'd like to continue with our ideas as far as tips and things for interpreters to keep in mind when navigating difficult or challenging situations. So this next topic that we'll be talking about is when you're interpreting for somebody who is maybe a little bit icky, maybe a little bit creepy, maybe a little bit inappropriate. And let me unpack that a little bit. Perhaps the patient has been flirtatious with you or with other healthcare provider team members in a way that goes beyond what would be considered even culturally appropriate, but is clearly and truly just not appropriate behavior. So we want to take a closer look at what you can do as an interpreter when navigating that situation, and a couple of short ideas for you to keep in mind.
Right. So the first one is follow your code of ethics, stay within your boundaries and interpret. Whether it's flirtatious or it's swearing or it's just icky and it feels really uncomfortable, you would never say it personally. Keep interpreting. That's how it all balances out. Just keep interpreting. Follow your roles in the code of ethics and do your job.
Yeah. So when you keep on interpreting, then the other individuals involved, the healthcare team members, know what's going on, and then it's their role, it's their scope to handle the situation. And believe me, they've handled the situation with English speakers before, so they'll be able to respond to the situation in the way that they deem appropriate per whatever their protocols or guidelines might happen to be. So
right, and that keeps it from being your words and makes it very obvious that it's the patient's words and expressions.
Another thought to keep in mind then in this scenario, and it's important to also keep in mind what your safety is as the interpreter as well. And so there's a whole other aspect to unpack there with regard to interpreter safety. But whereas we're placing the emphasis on, follow your role and interpret and let the provider handle it, do keep in mind as well your own safety. So be aware situationally, and if there is a quick tip on safety, ally yourself with the provider team and use them as a resource to keep yourself safe and well, and more to come on that later.
Right, so you're not at the mercy of anybody ever. Your safety and well-being definitely is first and foremost. And then finally, this won't last forever. It's an uncomfortable moment. It's an uncomfortable moment in time, an experience. But as long as you're doing your job, you'll make it through. And people think what they may, but it's not going to last forever.
And without question, the next appointment will be better and maybe more comfortable for you then as well. So just some few tips that we wanted to share with you in handling this type of situation. And so we'd invite you to join the conversation. Let us know what are your thoughts, what are your tips, how do you handle these situations, and we'll continue the conversation.
So thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.
See you next time.
Bye.